Hi, this is my first time to make a tech video. If you notice my big TV in the back, I'm actually a techie. I'm an architect, but so that's why it's called Archi and then tech for technology. Well, first and foremost, I'm a geek. I love anything that has anything to do with technology. But most importantly, what I want to talk about is flip phones. I don't think I can ever go back to normal phones. Well, the phone that I'm using right now is the Huawei P20. It's an old phone. Why I'm using that? It's because I want to showcase all of my flip phones. So I'm going to start with the Fold. This is the Samsung Fold 5. This is my least favorite. Actually, having used Samsung for a while, the downside of Samsung is that the long-term maintenance of Samsung is very, very expensive. If you have a broken LCD, it's almost like, the cost to repair. I don't know. I dread the thought of having to replace an LCD this size, because the Note Ultra 20 that I have, I would have to spend about 18 to 20,000 base. It's like the baseline quotation that they gave me. But based on my previous experience of my Samsung Note 8, when I replaced the LCD, it started off at 11K, but then it went as far as 17 to 18K, because they just, that didn't include the diagnostics, the cleanings, and so many more. And true enough, I broke my Note Ultra 20, and it doesn't seem worth it to have it repaired when the LCD cost starts at the minimum of 18K. So if you're gonna look for a replacement elsewhere, not from the official service center, it's still gonna go as low, even 15K. It's still not quite low. And again, that's just the baseline. It can still go up depending on what other damage there is, and in most cases there's going to be more damage. But anyhow, let me go back to the topic of flip phones. So this is my very first foldable phone. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I like the fact that it's I can use it like this if I want to, but it's too narrow for me. And it's too narrow for me now because I have the flip phone. But in fairness to this one, this is very useful to me for my work, especially when I'm designing. The presentation is excellent, and it's really like a mini computer wherein I can just sign off on my documents. I can do sketches. I don't know how. Let me see if I could. Okay, let me see. See, I could do sketches on my phone, and then I love that I can do presentations. Like, say if I'm meeting with a client and I have my projects with me that I want to showcase. So yeah, I can demonstrate it, and I can just, it's always been what I loved about the Samsung Note. There was a time where I don't want to entertain any other kind of phone, which is a Samsung Note, because the Note comes with a pen. But after having used this, I think I'm never gonna go back to a normal phone, because there's so much advantages to a flip phone. But this is way better than bringing a laptop. So I don't actually bring a laptop anymore. I don't, even as the smallest notebook or note tab. I know I will never trade it for this is the biggest. I think moving forward, I'm gonna go for the Folds. This will be my new laptop. I think I'm gonna get me that keyboard thing that I just attach so I can just type. This is more convenient.